Bo Nix and the 1-0 Denver Broncos will head out to Lucas Oil Stadium to take on the 1-0 Indianapolis Colts. We saw Daniel Jones in his first start with Indianapolis look really efficient. He looked a lot better than advertised, at least if you were someone that's not an Indianapolis Colts fan. The run game was there. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor, 18 carries for 71 yards, got it established, got the rhythm going, and the defense looked great. If you're an Indianapolis Colts fan, that was about as good of a start to the season as you could hope for. Beating the Miami Dolphins, all that talk about the high-flying Miami Dolphins offense, and you're able to limit Tua Tagovailoa to 114 passing yards. He throws 2 picks, quarterback rating of 52, about as bad as it gets. On the flip side of that, Daniel Jones posting a 116, looking like his former self as a quarterback of the Giants when they had that run to the playoffs. Now, the run game was balanced a little bit more than I thought it would be. 12 carries for Giddens, 41 yards. So obviously having less than 4 yards a carry isn't great, but when you have 40 carries on the day for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns, completely dominating in controlling the ball, keeping it in your possession to Miami, who was coming out with a really weird game plan. Achane had 7 carries for 55 yards in this game. Obviously, some carries are different to kind of skew the yards per carry, but they only ran the ball 12 times. It made no sense why Miami tried to continue running the ball against Indianapolis. And with Indy's really good front, they were like, okay, we're just going to keep DeForest Buckner in the middle, let him come to us. Zaire Franklin, one of the best linebackers in the NFL. Latu looking really good. He looks like that next step, taking that rookie year to year 2. He looked great. Had an interception in this game. When I saw Latu play in person, I got to see him play 3 times when he's at UCLA. I'm in the Los Angeles area. He was the best player on the field when they played Washington State and Cam Ward, and they came out with a very dominant win. When Colorado and Shedeur Sanders went out there, it wasn't Travis Hunter. I thought it was Latu. And then when they hosted USC at the end of the season and Caleb Williams came into the building, Latu was the best player on the field each of those games. That UCLA defense was legit. So if you're a Colts fan in this matchup against Denver, I believe that Latu can have a big impact, unleashing him off the edge against Bo Nix. So if you're Bo Nix, obviously familiar with the game of a player like Latu when they were in the Pac-12, I'm certain that he's looked at film, and we'll keep talking about Bo because Bo was pretty good in week 1. Look, I mean, he didn't have the numbers. They didn't just put Tennessee away. He had 1 touchdown. He was 25 of 40, not as efficient as we saw a season ago. But again, the 2 interceptions are not okay. If you're a Denver fan, you're probably like confused why I'm saying he didn't play bad enough for them to lose, but he was good enough, made plays necessary to get them in position to win that game. Now, they have to play a lot better against Tennessee. I don't see them being able to get away with Nix throwing 2 interceptions. Giving R.J. Harvey the ball 6 times for 70 yards in this matchup, I mean, that made no sense whatsoever. He should have gotten more carries on the day. He was a great player in college. Get him the ball early and often. Allow him to establish himself. J.K. all day Dobbins. And that Gus Johnson call, incredible. 63 yards and a touchdown, getting these 2 guys the ball often and then seeing Bo. So I liked the 30 carries, obviously the 151 5-yard average, but still Bo threw the football too much in week 1. And on 3rd down, 6 of 15, 30%. That's just not going to be good enough. You have to be better on 3rd down in the future. The Denver wants to achieve all of their goals. I get it. Early in this season, there will be struggles. I expect the Indianapolis Colts not to change a whole lot defensively. Like, you can keep 6 guys in the box, continue to keep the tarp, as we like to say, or an umbrella on the back of the defense. Can they stop the run with 6? This is the number one thing. If you're a Denver fan, if you're a Colts fan, can 6 guys in the box prevent Denver from opening this up in the sense of running the football? Against Tennessee, they had success. They kept going to the run. 2 high safeties, they would run the football, and they had a good amount of success with it, and a great defense behind it, of course, for Denver. Now, Indianapolis with Daniel Jones, the offense, right? Obviously, this thing needs to run through Jonathan Taylor. I think in this game, he needs to get 25, 26 carries, maintaining time of possession, running the clock down as much as you can, because Denver, to be honest, is a team that will wait for their opportunities to take the football away. And in the past, what has Daniel Jones done? He's provided that exact opportunity for teams and turned the ball over. So 39 time of possession, we might not see that for a year or two for the Indianapolis Colts in future matchups. That was incredible, keeping the ball in their hands, running the ball every chance that they could. Keep doing that against Denver, against one of the elite, one of the best defenses in the National Football League. Keep pounding the rock. Give the ball to Jonathan Taylor. I'm sure a lot of you Colts fans watching this got him on your fantasy team. You're happy. 40 carries again. I would be more than happy seeing a number like that in Indy. We saw Daniel Jones run the football 7 times for 2 touchdowns. There were like 4 or 5 quarters. There was Hurts, there was Fields, Josh Allen, Daniel Jones. Maybe I'm forgetting someone, but 4 or 5 guys that had 2 rushing touchdowns. The age of the mobile running quarterback in football is here. He saw his success that he had in New York running the football. And if you're Denver, this is an area of the game that they are going to have to game plan for, because +1 in the run game is huge, and it's an advantage for you. You're able to have another blocker on offense that will be able to provide a block. You can double team someone in the middle of that defense. You're able to allow Daniel Jones to carry the football. He's a great athlete. Lean on your strengths. That will be key. Now on the outside, Jahdae Barron, Pat Surtain, we all know about the talent that Denver has, and I just don't want to see Daniel Jones turn the football over. If he goes out there and goes 20 for 32, 208, has a touchdown and no picks, you got to take that stat line right now, because that will be a game where they'll be close. The Colts will be close in this game. It'll be tight late, and Denver favored by 2.5. That number seems about right. I think that Denver has a chance to win this game 23-20. I've got the Denver Broncos beating the Colts 23-20, barely covering the spread. But Indy, they got to come out confident. Like, this is in our place. We're 1-0. We're starting the season with an AFC win. Why can we not go out there and beat the Denver Broncos and move to 2-0 on the season and get this dang thing rolling? Positivity. Daniel Jones has led a team to the playoffs before. Why can't he do that again? Michael Pittman Jr. have loved this kid for as long as he has been on the roster. Those big physical bodies, a guy that's good in blocking, had the touchdown, 6 receptions, 80 yards, 8 targets, 9 targets for Tyler Warren, the tight end. Him in space is what I want to say. Tyler Warren in space is so dangerous. So getting Warren and Pittman something between 15 to 20 targets every game will be very tough for teams, because you can tell how physical it is to deal with a guy like Michael Pittman Jr., right, who's 6'4", 225 pounds. Tyler Warren is 6'5", 260, to tackle them when they have the football in their hands. Of course, Jonathan Taylor, that wears on you over the course of a game. Taking it to the Denver Broncos, questioning their manhood if they want to tackle Michael Pittman, if they want to tackle Tyler Warren and Jonathan Taylor. So establishing that run game early if you're Indianapolis, chewing the clock, keeping this thing close, keeping it a 1-score game going into half in the 4th quarter can absolutely be realistic, especially if Bo Nix plays the way he did. As far as the Denver Broncos game plan, I think it's a little bit differently. I want to see you air it out, because that is the only way Denver can compete with a Buffalo or a Baltimore, with the Kansas City Chiefs, with the Los Angeles Chargers, who look like one of the best teams in football week 1, knocking off the Chiefs after they'd lost 7 in a row. That's the only way the Broncos take that next step. They can win a playoff game or 2 and be a threat in the AFC if Bo Nix can compete with Herbert, with Lamar, with Josh Allen, It's far different. You got to put more on his plate early when you're 1-0. It's early in the season. The games don't mean quite as much as a matchup against your divisional opponents because those are looming on the horizon. You got the Chargers and then the Bengals, right? So that game against the Chargers in week 3 immediately is a massive matchup. He can throw 2 picks again, right? We want to see him airing it out down the field. I was a little bit disappointed week 1 that they really did not have a lot more ball opportunities for Troy Franklin. Him and Bo Nix, that combination, that duo in college football 2 years ago was one of the best in college football. 6 targets. I want to see him get 8 to 10 targets a game. Same thing with Courtland Sutton. Troy Franklin takes the top of a defense off and is going to question whether Indianapolis, whether Kenny Moore can cover in the back end on defense, whether Charvarius Ward can be able to cover all the way the length of the field. That is a player that will be able to do that. He's faster than Sutton is, and he has that chemistry still with Nick. So can we see that? We've been waiting for it. Been watching Denver Bronco football. I love that at Oregon. Can we see it with Denver? I want to see more of that in week 2. Go out there, play loose. It's on the road. It's on that turf. So Denver opening up the game plan a lot more. So I got the Denver Broncos winning this game against Indianapolis 23-20. Believe that they do just enough offensively to be able to come out with the win, a tough win against a gritty Indianapolis defense. So let me know down below in the comments who you think wins this game and why. Do you agree with what I'm saying? If you have some feedback as far as the game plans of what you see, what you think Denver should do, what you believe Indianapolis should be. I believe the game plans might be opposites in this game for different regions because they completely, in their identity-wise, are different style of football squads. So let me know down below in the comments what you think. Subscribe for more content in the future. We make football content every day. Fired up that football is back, and let's get to it. Week 2 is here.